So 10 warning signs from Legion. And now, obviously, I'm not buying Legion myself, but I've looked into Legion like all of you guys, I'm sure. And these things off the bat, guys, just make me concerned. I honestly, I want to get it off my chest because you guys deserve to know some of this stuff if you're not up to date with Legion. Maybe it'll give you a second idea or a second look at actually paying for this if you actually are pre-ordering it or whatever you decide to do. You really should just listen to me for a second and listen to the 10 things I'm about to say. And let's just start. Number 10, Blizzard's being a little shady. What game, guys, can you say has not claimed the release date, but says the month it's going to come out? Yeah, I don't know. So let me tell you guys this up. Blizzard has said Legion's going to come out before or on during September at the end of the month. What game? What company gets away with this crap? It's April 11th, guys. It's April. Is it April 11th? Just double check. It's April 11th, and so that's about what? 5 months away. 5 months away, and the game is still in alpha. Still in alpha. 5 months away, and they don't have a release date. Guys, that is worrying in itself. So, that out of the way, number 10, Blizzard being shady. They're not being honest. It's just, I don't like the fact that they are refusing to give a release date. I don't understand what company can get away with this, but I guess it's the new thing, right? Number 9, zone scaling. Now, you may be thinking, Alex, what do you mean zone scaling? I could play with my friends. I could play with my friends no matter what now, because all the zones scale. It's fine. Guys, it is not fine at all. Zone scaling is a problem. Now you're telling me in an MMO experience, all the mobs are my level? You're telling me there's no more powerful mobs? They're all my level now. So I can't have that sense of adventure anymore. It's gone. It's ruined. Also, there's no cool endgame zone anymore. There's no Shadow Moon Valley. There's no Ice Crown Glacier. Because guess what? All the levels scale. And to me, that is just not a good idea. There needs to be some kind of sense of adventure in a game like this, in a role-playing game. I would like to see mobs that are more powerful than me. And now I'm not going to see that. Also, there's no sense of progression in the zones. You might as well, guys, just erase all the zones and just have one little huge zone with little mini subsections in them, right? What's the point of having zones anymore? They all scale. They're all my level. What's the point of progression? What's the point of going to Hellfire Peninsula to Zangarmarsh to Tarakar Forest to Nagrand when they're all my level? Think about it. Number 8, artifact weapons. Now, guys, I'm okay with artifact weapons. It's fine. It's cool. They look cool. That's fine. The problem I have is they are removing boss weapon drops. I'm going to tell you guys why this is a problem and tell you a story. I had a priest in Burning Crusade, and when I killed Nightbane dropped the Staff of the Everliving. I believe that's what it was called. And I cherished that staff. I loved that staff. I felt badass when I had that staff. I felt cool as hell when I had that staff. When I killed Prince Melchizar, and I looted him, and my hunter friend got his bow, or my tank got his Gorehowl, he felt badass because he got that weapon. Right? He got that weapon. In Wrath of the Lich King, you felt badass when you killed certain bosses, like Arthas, and you got that weapon. When you killed even Garrosh in Mist of Pandaria, you were able to get that axe, that Gorehowl axe with the ooze on top. I forgot what it was called, but it was a cool thing to have. Now you're never seeing that again. You will never see that again. You will never be able to get Calamity's Edge from Archimonde. You will never be able to get a, Ashkandi off Nefarian. It's done. It's over. You're never seeing those weapon drops again in Legion. That's sad. It's heartbreaking to me because you should be able, it's something cool about killing a boss, looting a weapon drop, and getting that cool fucking weapon. Poof, it's gone. Number 7, you can now get legendaries off mobs. And what I mean by this, now you get a low, there's mobs in the world have low chance to drop legendaries. Legendaries like Thunder Fury that drop off mobs at a low percent chance with special effects on them that make them immediately best in slot. Why is this a problem? Well, here's Blizzard's thinking on this. Blizzard's thinking, and it came out and said these they did these with legendaries off the mobs because it's similar to BOE world epics from vanilla, like Crawlblade and Glowing Brightwood Staff. What a load of shit. First of all, the BOE epics from vanilla were BOE, and you could sell them from gold. They were epic, and they weren't best in slot. Half of them were shit. They were just sold because they were epic, and they were decent enough for like pre-rating. These legendaries that are dropping in Legion, you can't even sell them. So if they drop and you have it already, guess what? What's the fuck's the point? There's no point in farming them or nothing. Like, there's no excitement when you get one. When you get one, it's over. Fat Lady Song, it's over. And like I said, they're best in slot. And it loses the effect of the coolness of having legendary. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Number 6, there's no change to raid difficulties. They're changing the whole PvP system. They're not changing a goddamn thing about the raid system. You're going to have LFR, normal, heroic, and mythic still. To me, that's a problem. I said in my other video, I don't like the Ford raid difficulties. They're not even touching it. I don't know. I don't like being able to kill the same boss 4 times. You would think that they would at least change something. Nope. They didn't change a thing. So they're not listening. Number 5, content patches. If you guys don't know, in Worlds of Draenor, if you didn't play, they had a zone called Tanan Jungle. In BlizzCon, before World of Draenor came out, Tanan Jungle was supposed to be a part of the game. It was supposed to be a zone with the other zones. Well, what they decided to do was cut it out and put it as a content patch. They're doing the same thing again with Thal-Drunath. BlizzCon, they said Thal-Drunath was going to be a zone. And guess what? They later said again that Thal-Drunath was going to be a content patch. Why is this bullshit? For 2 reasons. Well, first reason is they're following the trend on Xbox Live games and PlayStation games with the DLC content. This is pretty much Blizzard's version of DLC. You're gonna, first of all, they already clearly were working on it, had ideas, and they cut it out. Clearly. Because they said it at BlizzCon, and now it's going to be content patch. So clearly they already had ideas for it, now it's not going to be in the game until 7.1 or 7.2 or whatever. The second reason why it's bullshit is I already know what's coming. It's not going to be exciting. I already know what's coming. So unlike Mists of Pandaria when they had Timeless Isle and Isle of Giants and Isle of Thunder, and I thought that was cool when it was announced, guess what? They're going to announce Thal-Drunath for 7.1 or 7.2. Hey, assholes, I already know what's coming. What's the point? I already know what's coming now. There's going to be no excitement for this. There's going to be no excitement for the patch. I already know what's coming. So what's the point? And number 4, ability pruning. If you guys don't know, they are cutting out so many more abilities now than ever, and they are either taking them out of the game completely or putting them as talents. So they're replacing the talents. Instead of making new talents, they're putting in old abilities. Oof. And not only that, they're making a lot of passives. Makes me wonder if they're trying to make the game put on consoles because there's less buttons to press. Means there's more of a chance to put it on consoles with the Xbox and PlayStation controllers. Wonder where that's going. And number 3, where is the shop going? And this is one of the main reasons I made this video today. I want to show you guys this. I want to show you guys something. This popped up in Legion Alpha today. You can now, you know how you can buy boost character to 100? Now you can test them out for free. Guys, now you can test any character you want for free. Now this isn't a legit thing, real deal, but it did pop on the alpha, so it does mean that they're considering it. You can now test a class for free before buying one, without leveling it, without experiencing it, without getting a feel of it. You can now just do it for free. Just testing it out for free. I don't know what to say, guys. What's next? I think that speaks for itself. You guys can decide in the comments, but where are they going next with this? I mean, it's been a slippery slope ever since Wrath of the Lich King with the cash shop. I don't know, guys. Or it was Cataclysm. I don't know which one it was, but it's been a slippery slope. Everybody said it back then, and guys, the slope is worse than ever. Now you can test free level 1100 characters. I don't know what's next. And number 2, storytelling, I think, is gone to shit. There was something special back then, guys, with the expansions. And this is my main point I want to get at. From vanilla, you entered Burning Crusade, right? You entered Burning Crusade, and you saw it was completely different. Yes, new continent, but it was completely different enemy, different atmosphere. You went from vanilla to Azeroth and Azeroth's problems to Outland and Illidan, right? And Lady Vosh and Kael'thas and the demons, and it just completely different, right? And then you went to a completely different atmosphere and zone with Wrath of the Lich King in Northrend, with Arthas, with the Scourge. Completely fucking different. New storyline, different. And regardless whether you like about Cataclysm, you went from Scourge to Twilight Hammer and Deathwing. Completely different. And then from Cataclysm, whether you like Mists of Pandaria or not, they did completely change the atmosphere once again to pandas and more orcs, right? And from Mists of Pandaria, they changed it to Warlords of Draenor to more orcs. More orcs with demons. Now, where's Legion going? Demons and orcs again. With Gul'dan and more demons. Invasion. Guys, there was something special about a change of pace from the storytelling from vanilla to Burning Crusade to Wrath of the Lich King to Cataclysm to even Mists of Pandaria, and now you're getting the same old song and dance. It's like the continuation of a story. Guys, I don't want to see that crap. I want to see a completely new setting, a completely new storyline, and all that. And you know what it tells me? They don't have anything left. There's nothing left. They needed to make Warcraft 4 and develop a new story. They failed to do so, and it's going to negatively impact the game. You're already seeing it. They're running out of stuff to say. And the other thing about the storytelling is Illidan. Very disappointed with Illidan. And I don't know if you guys know about in the new book, they completely made him into this archangel figure, some hero figure that's supposed to save the day. Guys, back in Warcraft days, Illidan was not a nice guy. Sure, he was looking out for his people, but he was definitely an evil dude. He did everything wrong. He did, sure, you may have sympathy for him because he was trying to save his people, but he had very bad intentions. And you saw that in Burning Crusade as well. And he's just not a nice guy. So now they're changing his personality, I feel like, completely. It would be like, guys, it would be like resurrecting Arthas Menethil after all what's happened and making him King of Stormwind. It makes no sense. You can't just change a person's personality off the bat like that just because you resurrected him. It's bullshit, guys. I can't believe what they're doing with the story. They're running out of ideas, and that to me tells me that I don't think the story is going to go very well. And number one, the main reason I think you guys should be aware and nervous about Legion, and the number one complaint about Warlords of Draenor is back, and that is garrison missions. Except they're saying it differently now. Now it's Class Hall. Now, this is a picture from the alpha about Class Halls. Guys, what does that look like? Take a moment. Take a breath. Take a drink. Look at this picture. Does that not scream garrison? Except this time, guys, it's called Class Hall, and you can send your followers out and do the missions for you. Guys, regardless, it looks like garrison missions. Sure, it may not be 100% similar to garrisons, but guess what, guys? Guess what? If it looks like it, does that really matter for someone who's thinking about buying Legion? So yeah, there's clear similarities. They're clearly not listening to their fan base and the outcries, because the majority of people did not like garrisons. And the other thing too, guys, is I don't know if you guys noticed, I read too, these followers on these Class Hall missions can die. So it's going to be a bullshit with the naval missions from Warlords of Draenor. So that concerns me a lot. It's obvious they're not listening. Now, this is just off the bat 10 things. I don't know what else is to come, but to me, these are huge warning signs if you're considering buying the expansion. So I hope you appreciate the information. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.